Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akhil. I'm VP for Commerce Solutions at Royal Cyber, and welcome to today's webinar. We'll be talking a lot on SFRA implementation with a search solution, which is an enhanced search solution called SearchSpring. And before we jump into the call, I have with me my team. I have Josefa, who is our development manager, and he'll be talking on the solutioning, what we have done, what we have made as a product, and which we have implemented for a couple of our customers and how they are taking advantage of that. So he'll be going into details, the background of the product, the features, the advantages that we get. And then I have Mohammed Haris as well, who's our technical SME, who will be doing the demo and talking more about the technical aspects of the integration that is available with Royal Cyber. Without further ado, I'll pass it on to Josefa, and he'll be telling us more about SearchSpring integration with SFRA store that is available on SFCC. So Josefa, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Akhil, for the introduction. That was really good. Thanks everybody for joining. So today we're going to provide a high-level overview of SearchSpring, some of its hands-on benefits, some of its capabilities, and then I'll be able to touch base with any of you that might be interested in taking a closer look at integrating SearchSpring with your e-commerce portals. After the call, we can follow up and talk a little bit more in detail. So this is a snapshot view of business insights. It's a reporting dashboard. It provides it's a very customizable dashboard. It provides a high-level breakdown of your e-commerce site's performance. The major benefit is allows the business users to visualize the customer's shopping behaviors. You can segment your customer profile types to make better decisions, ranging from merchandising, store operations, to enabling marketing to gain insight into how their marketing campaigns are performing, and providing relevant content back to people who have done specific searches, which the backend kind of captures that search capabilities, and it really empowers marketing as well as the store in general. The other major benefit is so it increases the search relevancy, right? So the search relevancy is a real benefit to the customer, which basically allows the customer to remain engaged into the store's brand. It has powerful algorithms working in the back end, doing things like product phrasing, and keyword matching as well. So for example, if a customer had typed in the word blue shirt versus shirt, the blue shirt kind of gets marked as a previous search query, and blue shirts pop up faster the next time the customer does a keyword search as well. So these AI capabilities are hyper remembering customers' past searches and providing more relevant search results for shoppers, keeping them engaged into your brand both online and offline. There's also an add-on tool called IntelliJ Suggest, and that's also a tool by SearchSpring which monitors each visitor's past behavior and their pattern and their search patterns as well. The other major benefit that SearchSpring offers is powerful merchandising capabilities. So, it's able to analyze what are the hot products and displaying the right products on your landing page to ensure it gets in the hands of the right audience. It also allows marketing to create fully customized landing pages to promote products based on its performance. Obviously, providing marketing campaigns to the right audience, the right products to the right audience based on search historical searches can help marketing to kind of go beyond relevancy and really provide that content that might really be most relevant to that prospect or customer, and keeping them furtherly engaged into the brand. There's also some high-level reporting that the business side obviously can customize the reporting based on the KPIs that they would like to see. So they could take a look at things like top search queries, total queries, which search engine queries are performing the best, and kind of put more focus and time on those search engine queries that are top performing ones. Which marketing campaigns are yielding the most traffic, and analyzing search queries with conversion rates. So basically search versus checkout. That's also an important metric that a lot of the retail business owners and executives would like to see in order to make better decisions in the future.
Just to add a little bit here to what Josefa has
Yeah.
been mentioning about the features. So while some of you might be wondering, okay, some of these features might be available on SFCC using Einstein as well. I just want to highlight that the fact that SearchSpring works as a separate instance outside your existing e-commerce platform. It is more responsive, more quicker in terms of how soon you can do the data loads and how soon the customers can see the results on the search page. So you'll be surprised when we go to the demo how quickly the search results come back and they are visible on the screen. Search relevance is a lot more better in terms of customers get to see what they are looking for right on the top of the page. And using AI, it also keeps a tab on what people are clicking. So let's say if I was searching for a particular item, let's say red pants, and there have been 5 other people doing the same and they have been clicking on the relevant products, it will automatically enhance the relevancy for that and bring it on the top with much more accuracy. It also keeps, there's no other search which can take into account and or gates or logical combinations, which this does. So with SearchSpring, which can get that logical combination in place and utilize that towards enhancing the value of the search results. So yeah, so carry on, Josefa.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Akil.
Yeah, okay.
So, there's some major advantages on the technical side is it provides a separate instance, so you can use a combination of out-of-the-box Solar and SearchSpring, which is the back end, built-in business tooling to accelerate use case implementations, AI-driven machine learning to drive search results and evaluations, built-in visual merchandising tool to make it simple for business users to create, preview, and deploy new campaigns instantly, and product insight on how each and every product is performing in the site and provides necessary set of actions to be done to increase the sales for that product. And the cloud services are efficient in terms of load time, and we've seen an overall decrease in page load time by 25% for category pages and search pages. So the response times are a lot faster as well. So where does Royal Cyber come into play? Obviously we have worked with kind of e-commerce sites since 2002, and most recently we started working with Augusta Sportswear. So most of you have probably heard of Augusta, and they have when we first started working with them, they had 100 SKUs, 2,000 product lines, and 50 seconds in product load time to upload new products onto their site. So we integrated SearchSpring with their e-commerce portal, and they saw a 17% increase in in-store and online sales originating from search alone within 2 weeks. So that was within 2 weeks of time. So what I'd like to do is so what we could do is we can kind of just get a little bit more into what is SearchSpring on the technical side of things, and I'm going to pass this over to Harris, and Harris is going to give you a high-level demo and just give you some technical insights into SearchSpring.
Yeah, so folks, we'll be covering one use case as part of this demo after Harris has done the technical walkthrough. We have a number of other use cases available as well, so you can reach out to us and we can set up one-to-one meeting to walk you through all of those use cases and possibly do a POC if you would be interested to move forward on that. So over to you, Harris.
Thanks, Akhil and Zafar. Now, hi everyone, let's deep dive much into the technical aspects of the integration which we have done for this Salesforce Commerce Cloud SFRA architecture. So there are steps. First step is to provide the catalog into the format in which SearchSpring is expecting. So first we have to extract our Salesforce Commerce Cloud catalog, product catalog, and then we have to format that catalog and submit to the SearchSpring. So can they do the data audit, and then they load our catalog into their database, and then we can leverage from there. And as of SearchSpring integration with SFRA, we have to first understand what SFRA is. So I will just give a brief overview of what SFRA is. SFRA is a Salesforce Commerce Cloud new architecture. It's more robust and more loosely coupled. It's abbreviated as Storefront Reference Architecture. And the Storefront Reference Architecture provides us an out-of-the-box base cartridge. It has all of the basic functionalities, so we can leverage from those functionalities, and we can develop the stores in a matter of weeks and months, so it will not take much more time. And what as a basic essence of SFRA is, we can extend the base cartridge and create our custom cartridge to add our custom functionalities. So it is not a best practice to change anything into the base cartridge. So what we did for our SFRA integration with SearchSpring, we have created a big custom cartridge. And once the cartridge is created, we have to add that cartridge into the business manager, into the site cartridge path, so that site can pick up that cartridge from there, and our flow will go from there. So out of the box, App Storefront base cartridge already has a search controller, and that has a show method. And one more thing for this SFRA is we can extend the cartridge by the means of overriding and extending. So in the search controller, we have just override the show method functionality, and we have implemented our own functionality to hit the REST API of SearchSpring and to get the response. And furthermore, SearchSpring sends the response in two formats depending on our choice. They send the HTML response as well, which we can directly render into our template, or a JSON response in JSON object. So we can parse the JSON object and then formulate our page. So for our purpose, we have just used the JSON, and it's up to the choice. And furthermore, there are ISML templates, which are just like the HTML pages or the front-end pages. So for the ISML templates, we cannot extend, but we can override. But for the overriding, we just have to place the existing templates in the same path in our custom cartridge, so that it can take the preference from the custom cartridge and not load from the base cartridge. And for ISML template, we can also create our own ISML template as well. It is not hard and fast rule that we have to just extend the base one only. We can create our new as well. So in our case, we have just created our new ISML named as SearchSpring.isml, and we have just placed it in the custom cartridge, and we just rendered the response received from SearchSpring into that template. And and the SFRA has a lot of templates for rendering a product listing page, so that it makes life easier. We can edit everything. So it has different templates for product tile, product image, product swatches, product facets, and filters. So basically what we did, we just created a page of SearchSpring ISML as our custom page, and then we just extend the out-of-the-box templates like product tile.isml and product image.isml, product price.isml, product swatches.isml, that we've extended from the base cartridge. But for extension purpose as well, what we have to do, we have to place the cartridge in the same path in our custom cartridge, so that it can take the preference of the custom cartridge. Otherwise, it will take the preference of the base cartridge if we don't place into the same path. So this is how we have just catered the response from the SearchSpring API into our layout. And furthermore, last thing is that we have to transform the object. Just as I have mentioned, that first we have to submit the catalog, and it has to be in the format that SearchSpring is expecting from us. So there are two options which we can do. We can manually manipulate the CSV file directly, or we can do the project object transformation at the code level, and we can create our own custom object of the product type, and we have that in the format that SearchSpring is expecting. So we have two alternatives, which depend with which we are comfortable with. Now let's go to the next slide. This is of our demo. Now let's switch to the demo. In the demo, we have our electronics catalog in the SearchSpring database. And now I will first search for for this use case, we have relevant search for our demo, and other use cases that Akhil has just mentioned, that we have other as well. So I have just searched for the television for this use case. Now let's see, in this use case, we are getting television of all the brands like Mitsubishi, Pioneer, Samsung, and all the other brands, Sony and others we are able to see. Now what relevant search will do, let's see what SearchSpring has to offer us here. Now I will search for the specific brand wise, like Sony, I want Sony television, not others. Let's see what SearchSpring has to offer. Now we can observe that only Sony televisions are coming up. All other televisions are filtered out without applying the filter, by just entering the search query, and we are getting our desired results. So that's all from my end.
Right. Thank you, Harris. So folks, as I mentioned previously, so this is just one use case that we have quickly demonstrated. We already have the integration in place. So if you like to see more use cases, if you want to know more about any specific requirement you might have in your mind, any pain points, you can reach out to us, and we'd like to do a demo for that particular use case with you as well. And we are also offering POC right now. So in case you want to quickly connect SearchSpring with your environment and see how you can improve the performance, we are just a call away. So at this point, let me ask you if any of you have any questions. You can put that in the text in the chat, or you can raise your hand, and we'll try to answer that. And in case you want to reach out to us separately, so you can just email us, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions in an email or a separate session. So Madhu, let us know if there's any question. If there is not, I'll just thank everyone for joining us today, and thank Josefa and Harris for the contribution for the webinar. And yeah, call it a day, I guess.
No, thank you, Akil. That was really great, and Harris as well. So I think we're good. I think as okay, so I think as Akil had mentioned, if anybody's still on the call, we can follow up with you and just try to understand if you guys are interested in taking a look at SearchSpring and want to kind of get some more details about the product and how to integrate it with your existing environments.
Okay, thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you.